And one is left to wonder, what could be the causes of this? Some experts have attributed this to, inadequate servicing of military planes. And you wonder why the Air Force would not, the Jabiru J430 that crashed in August, 1st of August. And many Nigerians are wondering what's happening with the Nigerian airspace. No commercial airline has crashed. Isn't this time for us to ensure that all safety measures are taken to avoid a repeat of all of these? I'll just give you a rundown of some of the the military planes that have crashed between 2021 and 2023. On March 31, 2021, Air Commodore Edward Gatquet, former NAF spokesperson, confirmed another aircraft crashed and expressed uncertainty regarding the fate of the two pilots. This was the pilots I was telling you about earlier, where one has been confirmed dead and buried. The other is still unaccounted for. Now, also in February 2022, in February 22, 2021, enough personnel perished in a plane crash shortly after taking off Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. They were en route to Abuja from Minna, Niger State, to rescue abducted students from and staff from Government Science College, Kagara. Remember, another one in March 31, the one I told you earlier about. In May 21, 2021, a military Beechcraft 350 carrying 11 individuals, including the late Chief of Army Staff Ibrahim Atahiru, tragically crashed, claiming the lives of all on board at the Kaduna International Airport. On July 18, 2021, in Zamfara, an Alpha Jet aircraft was shot down by bandits. The pilot, Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, miraculously survived. All of these were in 2021. And then in 2022, April, of the Mi-171 helicopter that crashed in Niger State. The NAF hasn't told us the state of those on the crash on the helicopter. But then we also hear of killings and abductions, also killing of several military personnel yesterday, yesterday in the same Niger State. Currencies on a free fall never happened. And somehow, it seems like the CBN doesn't have control over it. To be amazed, since the declaration of subsidy removal was made, and yet no palliatives, nothing to cushion the effect. Hands to help it to 23 trillion naira. We all saw it. It was like people were not thinking this country once and for all. Seems like I've been speaking for myself. This is the true situation of things. Someone's got to tell us. Someone's got to tell the truth and help us refocus this country. We needed to refocus. Enough of the talk. Let's get to action. Talk time is over. Let's take action. The ordinary Nigerian doesn't have control over these things. We cannot afford to let this country slide further, because the next thing would be civil unrest just to be able to feed, and people are still round tripping, and the CBN is not providing that playing that regulatory role as it should, because the dollar still goes from the banks to the black market, worsening the situation. At what point would the regulator actually? We saw when they said the Naira was going to be redesigned. We saw what happened with the banks. Some of them stored this monies up in their vaults, the new. When your focus is on speculators, why not take action on the banks, the ones who you have control over? Why not create new channels? If the I&E window isn't working, why not find maybe fintechs? Let the fintechs take over and provide dollars to Nigerians, especially manufacturers who may be firing people very soon. Diesel prices have gone up to 950 naira. How would businesses survive? 950 naira per liter. It feels like I'm lamenting, but that's the true situation of things in this country. For those who do not buy fuel, who do not buy diesel, this is what the many Nigerians are suffering. Manufacturers are lamenting. People are going to lose their jobs. Some of them are going to shut down operations because they can't survive. How can they survive? Something needs to be done, and fast. NLC is saying that they would go on strike without a notice or a very short notice if the prices of PMS go up beyond what it is already. And some people are already reporting that fuel prices have gone up in some places, thinking that that's a peculiar situation. That's not the norm. That's unusual. And the likes. People are already buying fuel for about 680 naira or more. Where are we going to? How can Nigerians survive this? Let's put the measures in place and let them begin to work quickly. President Tinubu, please fix your cabinet and let them get to work immediately. Assign portfolios to these people. What is taking before things slide further? Things are getting out of hand and they need to be addressed, and fast. Niger should not be our problem right now because we have a lot on our plate to deal with. Let those who want to start off a war or whatever it is that they want to do, let them go ahead and do it. Let's focus on our country. Let's fix our own country. We're distracted. The Niger situation is a big distraction to governance in Nigeria. Let's face governance in our country. Please. 87668888. That is 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. Good to have you.
Thank you. We cannot stop talking because Nigeria people support all of us. On this Naira, I said it. That some of the best stuff born out of foresight. That like way that's going. I better failing to.
Clement Zion Prince, we can hardly hear you.
Okay, I said before that where we are going, that dollar was going to 1,000. And I said the risk is not against fuel was also climbing to 1,000. And people who always support the government will not allow us to see it. Most times, the government loses grip of the consequences of their policy, and the people are left to get. When Buhari introduced the cashless policy, I said it again on this platform, that Buhari was going to lose grip of his group. And we also how it ended. That is the way this the subsidy remover is also heading. But the way it is now, nothing seems to be on the way to stop dollars appreciation against the iron. And nothing seems to be the ongoing rise in the price of petrol. And I have not seen any magic wand that the government is about to do. All these policies they talk about is just to keep such people as such crude. We cannot refine our crude. We can't produce in Nigeria and refine it in Nigeria. And how much people tell us? We don't know. Nigerians don't know. Then when they bring in what they do.
Clement, I'm going to have to let you go. Maybe you're going to call back. You're going to have to call us back because the quality of that call was really bad. It kept dropping out. We could hardly hear you. Okay, call us back and that would be good. Hello.
I see your pain. You never sound like a broadcaster today. You sound like a full Nigerian who feel the pulse of what others Nigerians are faring.
Sure.
Yeah, Nacho, I was a community chairman in my community where I stay. We don't impose things on people. We bring what we want to do to the round table and we seek people's opinion. After much more deliberation, we come up with one thing, agreed by all. Do you understand? So I don't know why such thing is not playing in Nigeria leadership. The president will just wake up one morning, introduce one policy without consulting the people, without having stakeholders meeting, town hall meeting, just get up and bring that policy. You know, sometimes I tell them that because you're my leader does not mean you know better than I. But collectively we can come out. Collectively we can come out with meaningful things. You know, this singular mistake Tinubu made during the day of his inauguration has crippled our economy. You define the dollar as crippled the economy. And for 3 months now, they are running from post to post. They don't have solution to the problem. Leadership is not by force. If you know the position has overwhelmed you, and you cannot be able to manage this country. But, you know, when Nigeria into hard crisis, is it not better you resign willingly? Allow someone who has what it takes to take over and move this country forward. It has an experiment. And that's what Buhari did for 8 years. Return Nigeria backward. And Tinubu is trying to do the same. If you know you don't have anything upstairs to offer, you know better you resign willingly. Allow, because this job is almost, you must die there. You just have 4 or 8 years to rule and go. And every
Okay, seems like the network is doing us DJ in there. All right, on the show, okay? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Olajide from Wuse Sonse.
Olajide, good to have you.
You spoke well, and you even spoke majority of Nigerian minds. The person sure we all keep complaining. Nobody brings solution. All what you said this morning, I never hear you talk about solution. One, you are talking of fall of naira like a pack of cards. Please, sure, we all know what is happening. Then we are just pretending that we don't know. We have only one CBN, and we have thousands of banks spread across Nigeria. How will CBN monitor all these people? Unless we as a nation, see, please, you know the truth, go to bank. You will see people inside bank, they will be touting you, do you want dollar, do you want dollar?
Olajide, if the CBN cannot monitor the banks, then it should cede its responsibility of regulation to somebody else. In the UK, there are 2 different bodies. There's one that regulates the banks, while the CBN controls monetary stability or monetary policies. That can also be done. The CBN has branches all over the country. In every state, there's a CBN branch. So how can you tell me that the CBN cannot monitor the banks?
It's very immature. It's still the same thing. CBN has one branch in Abuja. How many staff of CBN are in Abuja branch? And how many branches of federal banks do we have in Abuja? See, the Western world we are comparing with.
Olajide, you don't have to go to every bank every day. You don't have to walk into every bank every day. But if the banks know that there's a possibility of you walking into that bank today and sanctioning them for, what do you call it, wrong practices, then they're most likely going to act right. So it's about taking action. Yes,
we know who we are. Governance is patronage in this country. You know what I'm saying? All those banks, all those commercial banks, they have one way or the other from CBN. Who will sanction who? Just take it. Who will sanction who? Go to street of Abuja, street of Lagos, and see they are displaying ways. See, please, the only way for us is this. let us all as a citizen do what is right. Somebody you are expected to go to bank to go and buy at a normal rate. You decided not to go there, you go to streets. See, the problem is all of us. Then about this inflation.
Olajide, I would not have you blame Nigerians who are looking to get the dollar, who have gone to the banks to get the dollars from the official window, but would not get it because the banks have freighted these dollars to the black markets. You cannot blame the ordinary manufacturer who wants to get the dollar at higher rates. Thank you very much.
I will tell you the way.
Thank you very much for calling. That would be it. Please, let's respect the fact that we're speaking to Nigerians, and Nigerians are intelligent people. If you're calling in to share your thoughts, don't forget Nigerians are really intelligent people. They're not daft. They're not dumbs. They're not dumps. They know what they're doing. And so if you're speaking to them, please speak to them with some level of respect. That's what the government does to us. It just comes out to say anything because they feel like we don't know what we're doing. Whatever they give to us, we'll take. That shouldn't be. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, Nacho.
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is EG.
Say again?
EGU.
EGU, good to have you.
Yeah. Issue of this dollar. Please. Is there any way where we can stop using dollar in that? Number one. Okay, Tinubu entered. Increase. So is it dollars we are using in Nigeria? Come on, are they using dollars? Let them stop using dollars. If you want to buy a country, you have to use the dollars from there. And who uses dollars to buy fish for market? Dollars is giving us problem in this country. That is why India for Uganda said that they should not use anything all these outside country money, and then let them print their money in their country. Using it and surviving. We are here, talking about what give us anything. See, they are protecting us for this country. We are not happy. You get the way you are pushing good, rich war. Gold cannot be right. Nigeria, gold is getting angry. If something bad happens for this country, you will have to, ECOWAS cannot be able to survive to do it. To settle the issue. ECOWAS. If Nigeria busts out, they're not push out to war. So, bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Now, this is the thing. So, a lot of people keep saying, why are things expensive in Nigeria? Why are we always calling the dollar? Truth is, we do not really produce anything. So, if we have to import everything, the importers, even those who manufacture in this country, and bought in dollars. So they need to source the dollar to be able to import, including those who produce bread. Some of them have to source dollars to get what you call it, machines and all of that. So when those things come in at higher prices, of course, if you buy raw materials at a higher price, you would definitely, business requires you to, mark up and make profits. Those who are importing PMS, they need the dollars to import the PMS. And when they import PMS at higher rates, spend get the dollars at higher rates and import the PMS, they need to recoup that money as well, because they run businesses. It's not a charity organization. So the mistake that we made maybe would be the deregulation of the petroleum sector and the floating of the naira at the same time. Because these are two factors that influence the prices of everything in this country. The conversation continues. Keep it here.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just 15,000 naira? Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. The Entrepreneur. Talk your business for just 15,000 naira. Hurry now.
At Stella Maris Nursery and Primary School, we do not only encourage our kids to dream of success, we teach them to get up every morning and make it happen. With over 25 years of stellar educational magic, dedicated and qualified staffs, conducive and serene environment spread across Abuja, you can be sure that quality education is at your doorstep. So, what are you waiting for? Make learning fun and exciting for your little ones today. The dates for entrance exams are 24th June and 12th August 2023 respectively. For more enquiries, call 0809 037 3727 or check us online at smsabuja.com. Stella Maris campuses are at Area 1, Life Camp and Wumba, Abuja.
Abuja.
Are you looking for an internet service that will make surfing on the internet an enjoyable one? Do you want a super fast connection to the internet? Look no further, as Eagles Internet Services is here for you, an effective internet service provider with 99% proven reliability for residential and office services. We provide unlimited internet bandwidth services of different bundles tailored to meet your desires and taste. It is reliable, affordable, with a wide coverage. You can locate them at Plot 1719 Cadastral Zone B, Kaura District, or you can call 081 33121423 or 09065765969. Eagles Internet Service. Stay connected to everything you love.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you for keeping it with us on your radio experience. You can count on. This is Eagles 102.3. And we are, in the Eagles Outlook Hour. A really big apologies. Just got a message from my guest now. He may not be able to join us because he's on a very important assignment this morning. Well, he's going to be joining us as soon as we're able to, reschedule this conversation with him. Joining 09073530044 and 09087668888. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Clement.
Good to have you back, Clement.
Thank you, sir. I was saying that we cannot afford not to talk because we are Nigerians. And whatever the government do, whatever they do, affects all of us. When we were talking, you were talking of this naira depreciation against the dollar, I said the way it was going, that we're heading to 1,000 naira per dollar, and that square was likely to go to that 1,000. I can rightly predict to you now that this time dollar may be up to 150 naira, and square certainly is heading to 1,000. We make calls here. We watch out for their reactions. They speak as if they are speaking for the government. And why I like this station is that you are very, very analytical. Even when you are being cautious against the attitude of those who guard our press, you still speak out the truth. Yesterday we were talking about this naira depreciation and the way things are going up. Somebody that we have just questioned now told us that we should look to the local governments. That the problem is the states and local governments. What has the local government got to do with the price of dollar in Nigeria? What has local government got to do with the cost of escalating cost of commodities against the removal of freight subsidy without preparation for palliatives? You will turn around again and say the people should be blamed. Who is paid like you ask? Who is trading dollar for pepper and salt in the market? These government officials go to Senate. I am talking live story. That some of those packages they go every weekend. They go with every weekend. It's dollar. You see them holding black paper bags. is dollar. I can tell you that I visited the house of a senator one day, and he came back from the Senate. He suddenly was holding a skeleton dollar, except nobody knows. You export the crude, then you now buy refined products to us at a skeleton price of naira, and you remit zero to the national coffers. Then you expect the economy to rise. Nothing will happen. And it you know, when this people introduced this, I said they will soon lose grip of it. When Buhari introduced the cashless policy, I also said it, that he was going to lose grip of his control. It happened. This one now, the way the Tinubu is going, our revered president, he is likely and almost bound to lose grip of this crisis, this economic crisis. Except all this money they borrow, except all the money they steal, they bring it back and use it to establish refineries in Nigeria, so that we can now buy our refined products here without paying much money for dollars imported. So that the price of commodities can go down because we can easily buy fuel. This is the solution to the problem. But instead, they want to pump our money into gigantic projects that will get more money in exchange for dollar. And that is like this war they want to go. You go to war against the regime, you don't know the repercussions. And these people now have even prepared. They are even the genesis of this problem can also be traced to when Jonathan sent forces to Burkina Faso. It's one of them that okay, let us export it to them. They begin to come into Nigeria. I'm already confessed that these people were not Nigerians originally. What have we control? What any control of this thing up to today? Kill it everywhere, and you want to. I won't be surprised that they are able to get to shoot our jets. So, well, may God help Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At the end of the day, that's all Nigerians say. God help Nigeria. God help us. God help us. God has helped us from time immemorial. Blessed us a whole lot. Hello, good morning.
EGU is calling me back.
EGU. Please, 30 seconds. Go ahead. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I beg. Help us more to talk to the president. And I start talking about this guy because they look like if anyone that win Nigeria as a president, if he went there, he'll be doing another thing. Don't be fear. See, and now people are suffering. I keep talking this, that if Nigeria provoke that riot inside this country, ECOWAS cannot be to stand on. They cannot come here. Don't be giving Nigeria. Nigeria is suffering as I'm talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you, EGU. Thank you very much. Udokama, let's hear you. Send a voice note in.
Hello, Ifanacho. Good morning once again. Ifanacho, I pity those who actually waiting for miracle to happen under Tinubu regime. I pity them. Why? When Tinubu went to Chartered House, they asked him a question. He refused to answer. He was recommending people to answer. He was actually dashing away or dodging question while appointing people to answer. And now, some people are telling us that all the ministers that he's appointing, he will be in charge of them. When he refused to answer question, even when they call him for debate in Nigeria, he refused to attend because he knows that he don't have any answer to question that will be thrown to him. So this is how we will be going back and front. This is how we are going to be moving until he decides to resign on his own or the court to do otherwise. If not, that's all we go today. Thank you.
Thank you, Udokama. More calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. What's your name?
This is Elder Boniface from Kuba.
Elder Boniface, I'm glad you've joined in.
Thank you very much. If you go to market every day, you go to buy. Every day you go and buy. You don't take anything to the market to sell. You think you will get something home? Are you not only spending? Why are we expecting our economy to grow when we don't have anything to sell? They cannot put our refinery in order so that we refine our oil here and all other things that are found in the oil. We will have them here. But our oil out, they refine and they buy for us. Why can't look? Oil is petrol is going to 1,000 naira. Let me tell you, if we continue like this, and going to for Niger, tell Tinubu to leave Niger alone. Our own problem is here is greater than Niger own. Look at our soldiers killed. Boko Haram here killing people here and there, and Nigeria anything, and he's talking about going to Niger. Look, let me tell you, Niger, if the Nigeria attempt to go to Niger, what we will take our eyes see, our mouth no go fit talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elder Boniface. Thank you for calling. All right, keep your calls coming 090-735-30044 and 090-876-68888. Nigerians, this is you and I. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Ifeanacho. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
That I would like to comment on is this Niger of a 10 being ECOWAS. Please, ECOWAS should not keep on and be using Nigeria to be frustrating a citizen of Nigerians. It's not the best. Going to war inside the Niger is not the best, and it will do a great harm to Nigerians. I didn't pray and I didn't believe that our president will accept of that, the idea of ECOWAS. Remember, Ifeanacho, that definitely a coup that takes place at that Niger Republic, the citizens there are celebrating it, they are happy. Nothing goes for nothing. Anywhere you see smoke, there's a fire behind. And in Nigeria here, what ECOWAS have done during the time of a lot of killing, during the time of 2023 election, when APC government keep on killing people, is there any difference between the way that the president of Nigeria gained power and the way? The difference is only military and the civilian, nothing more than that. I rest my case. God bless you.
Thank you. Over to Jesus and wrap up shortly. Again, well, with the Niger situation, of course, Nigeria and the ECOWAS would not just sit back and allow a sister nation slide into some military dictatorship. They have a responsibility, but maybe the approach is not right. Maybe they need to stick to the diplomatic and brotherly conversation. We saw what the outcome has been with the engagement by Islamic leaders. So maybe that's soft diplomacy that can continue, the kind of diplomacy that brings them to the table to negotiate. It's a no-brainer going to war with Niger Republic when it is that many Nigerians are also Nigerians and many Nigerians are Nigerians somehow. We have families across board, in the war in Niger is a war in Nigeria. If we share boundaries, up north, 7 whole states with Niger Republic we share boundaries with. Are we not fighting ourselves when we go to war in Niger Republic? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Paul. You've been our final caller this morning.
Yeah, my please. I want to say something here. Our government, please, when we have seen the impact, it's about coming to stabilize the naira. But notice, we are coming to give warning. What is the warning for? Meanwhile, we are getting to almost 1,000. 90 is almost 1,000. So it's about the people. If government policies are working, if the institutions are working, most of these things, you won't see them. People are looking for ways to survive. Yes, people are looking for ways to survive. If you go around, you see people how did they get the dollars? Is there nothing that can be done to checkmate all those things? That's the role of the government. When citizens see the role of government towards the citizens will also perform their roles towards the government as citizens. That's what we're saying. It's not about coming on here to say you are defending the government or say citizens. All of us have roles to play. And for all these things to be let government stabilize the system. Check all this insecurity. Let people go out to farm. Let's produce what we are eating here. And then we see this prosperity will come back. But nothing is being done. I thought this security would have been a thing of the past. The government needs to work on those and not stop all these Niger things. If the best thing will not help us, it's already affecting so many people. It's already affecting so many people. I don't know how long it will take them to do all these things. You go to the bank, you won't see the dollars. Meanwhile, everything has been opened up. And then the people there is not doing anything. No sanctions.
And finally, in closing, and on the issue of forex and forex rates, look, the pounds and the euros are already over 1,000 naira. Pounds and euros over 1,000 naira in the black market. So, but because most of the commodities that are imported are not imported in pounds and dollars, people are not lamenting that so much. But if you have to pay for medical care abroad, or you have to pay school fees abroad, you have to, and maybe in the UK or in Europe, you have to pay medical care, pay school fees, or even travel for business, you source pounds and dollars at over 1,000 naira. So, as it is, we're really in a very, very fragile state. And our policymakers must make policies that are suitable and are friendly and that will impact the Nigerians positively. And this is where we close it. Thank you very much to everyone who's been a part of the conversation. Let's do this again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Prince, Business News is up next.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is Eagles 102.3 News, your number one radio experience you can count on.
Here is the business news bits. Following the fall of the naira at the parallel market in recent times, the Central Bank of Nigeria down on currency speculators and the foreign exchange markets. Acting Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Folashodu Shinobi, disclosed this to newsmen after briefing President Bola Tinubu on what the bank was doing to halt the slide of the naira. According to him, the volatility of the naira in the parallel market is not solely driven by economic factors, but also speculative demand. Meanwhile, members of its staff as of December 2022. This was according to the Apex Bank's audited financial statements for 2022. It was gathered that there was an increase of 133.07% from 17.43 billion naira in 2021 to 40.67 billion naira in 2022. CBN, however, did not provide details on the number of staff members who were beneficiaries of the loan. Oil marketers say the foreign exchange crisis in Nigeria and the recent implementation of a 7.5% value-added tax on automotive gas oil, popularly called diesel, has pushed up the cost of the commodity between 900 naira and 950 naira per litre in many states. The development has made local manufacturers conclude that the situation may lead to the closure of Natural Oil and Gas Suppliers Association of Nigeria. At a press conference in Abuja, the marketers explained that their inability to access the United States dollar was impeding their ability to import diesel. The federal government says about $20 billion annual investment would be needed to achieve the desired gas expansion projects in Nigeria and deepening the use of gas across the country. This disclosure was made through the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative at a Decade of Gas Action Plan dialogue organized by the African Initiative for Transparency, Accountability and Responsible Leadership in Abuja. The Executive Secretary Nati Ogbonnaya Orji explained that for the gas utilization policy of the federal government to work, there was a compelling need for deliberate, ambitious investment in gas infrastructure. Finally, the National Bureau of Statistics says transportation costs across Nigeria has risen from 649.59 to 1,285 naira 41 kobo due to increase in the pump price of petrol. The Bureau further gave the breakdown to include in intracity and intercity bus stores, among other means of transportation. And that's been the news. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ihanacho Prince. Good morning.
Thanks for listening. Join us again for more updates on Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Can we play another song?
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
While others are blabbing,
Coco.
dance. Let's fill you in with pure entertainment. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.